How's it going, everyone? So today I have the iPhone XR here. This is the white edition with 128 gigabytes of storage. And let's just go ahead and get this thing unboxed and get it set up, and I'll give you my quick impressions and maybe a review later on in the week. So let's get into it. I'm gonna go ahead and take the plastic off here. And Apple makes that super satisfying. And I apologize if I bumped the tripod here. I'm sort of filming at an awkward angle. So I'm gonna slide the top off, and we are presented with some, God damn it. All right, we are presented with some documentation here. All right, so we have the bonjour here, because we're a bilingual country. Shout out to Trudeau. And we also have the hello there. We have the SIM ejection tool, and I will actually need that. And we have the infamous Apple stickers as well. All right, so here we have the phone itself. It looks absolutely gorgeous, but what I'm gonna do is just put it to the side for a moment, and I'm going to take a look at the charger here. This is the 5 watts charger, and I'm gonna try to get this in focus for you guys. This is the 5-watt charger. So this is not a fast charging. Apple does not give you fast charging out of the box. I know it's absolutely ridiculous. I'm coming from Android, which is basically fast charging is standard, but it is what it is. So this is just the charging brick. And then we also have the Apple EarPods as well. Unfortunately, these do have the cable. They're not the AirPods. I'll probably be picking up the second generation of the AirPods when they come out, but as of right now, these will have to do. I also have a couple other wireless headphones I'll be using. And then this right here is, of course, the lightning cable. This is what's used to charge your phone, and that is all of the contents of the box. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a look at the beautiful iPhone XR itself. As I said before, I did get the white color. I got the iPhone 5C years ago, and it was in blue, and I really liked it, but then about a month later I was over it. So I figure the white is going to, it's going to just be a color that I like and I don't really get tired of as quickly as like maybe red or blue or yellow. You know, it's just a clean color. It's a clean looking case. We can see the sides have this nice silver finish, and it complements the white really nicely on the back. And this is a 6.1 inch screen as opposed to my S8, which was actually a 5.8 inch screen, if I'm not mistaken. So a little bit bigger. And the resolution is a little bit lower on this guy, but I saw it in store and it looked amazing. So hopefully it still looks as good, and I'm sure it will. So let's go ahead and actually turn this thing on. And we're gonna run through the setup process here. And even just with the Apple logo, I can see that it looks really sharp and really clean. The edges are very fine. No pixelation so far, but we'll have to test that later on when we start looking at text and images on this thing. But first impressions, feels really solid, looks really clean. So far I like it. I'm gonna have to get used to the gestures. I've never had an iPhone without a home button before, so that'll be a bit of a learning curve. But anyway, let's get through the setup here. So right off the bat, I just want to say with the screen looks really clean, no discoloration or anything like that. I'm gonna go ahead and just swipe up. It wants me to select my my language, which is English. Select my country. Where are you? CAN. Am I high? Where is it? Canada, Cayman, Can. Oh, it's at the top. They already have it. They already have it pretty much pre-selected for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and select Canada. Quick start. I'm just gonna, I'll do setup manually. Select the network. So it's connecting to my network right now. And there we go. It looks like it connected. It's saying it may take a few minutes to activate your iPhone. Now I don't have my SIM card in here. I'll have to put that in later. I'm just going to go through the setup process and then put it in after. It looks like this might take a couple seconds, so I'm going to go ahead and just pause this video. Right after I paused it, this came up, so we're back. Data and privacy, I'm just going to click continue. As I said before, I really trust Apple with my privacy, so I'm not too worried about what they got going on here. If this was a Microsoft phone, that would be a different story. Face ID, I'm going to set this up later. Passcode, I'll create that now. All right, so I created a passcode. It's asking me if I want to set up as a new phone or restore. I'm just going to set it up as a new phone. And it wants me to sign in with my Apple ID. I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I just entered my Apple ID, and now it's basically prompting me with the terms and conditions. I'm going to go ahead and agree to these. Once again, it's telling me it takes a couple minutes to set up the Apple ID. Now it's just talking about update settings. I'm going to go ahead and click continue. I'm going to enable location services. And it's talking to me about Apple Pay. And to be honest with you guys, I don't know where Canada sits with Apple Pay. I don't even know if we support it or not. I think we do, but only at certain locations. I'll go ahead and just set that up later in Wallet after I look into it. iCloud keychain, I'll click continue for that as well. And Siri, yeah, I do plan on using Siri. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Hey Siri, how's the weather today? Hey Siri, it's me. Nice, so it looks like Siri has been set up. I'm gonna go ahead and click tap to continue. Screen time. Get a weekly report with insights about your screen time and set limits. Yeah, I don't have that kind of self-discipline. And to be honest with you guys, I don't really spend an exorbitant amount of time on my phone anyway. Share with Apple. Yeah, I'm cool to share my app and data analytics. True tone display, see without. Oh, it wants me to hold it. Oh, wow, that's a lot brighter. It seems like the colors seem to be more white and less yellow. I'm going to, I like it without True Tone display. I think that looks better, just for me personally. I'll click continue and change that in the settings. Display zoom, it wants us to choose a view between standard and zoomed. I think standard is probably fine, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave it at standard. And now it's telling me about the gestures, since this is the 10 series and above are all iPhones without the home button. So I'm gonna go ahead and click continue, switch between apps. I do know how to do that. Control center, so if I swipe down from the top right, that's gonna bring up the control center. That's good to know. And anything else, I think I'll just have to figure out on my own. Swipe up to get started. Sweet, so there we are. Right away, I just have to say that the screen looks amazing. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to swipe this down here, just turn up the brightness a bit, because I usually kept my S8 at a fairly high brightness. Yeah, this screen looks absolutely stunning. Now this is the S8 right here with the OLED display. And it goes without saying that the OLED display is going to have more vibrant colors just because of the contrast ratio. This is an excellent display on the S8, but this display is not far behind. Truly, this display looks gorgeous. The colors, there's still a great contrast ratio, and the sharpness of everything. Like, I'm looking at the pixels here, I'm looking at the screen trying to find pixels. I don't see any, and I'm not expecting to, because this is a 326 ppi, which means pixels per inch ratio. And that just means that the pixels are very dense and text is going to be very clear and very smooth. I don't see any pixels or anything like this. This screen looks beautiful. Open up messages. The whites are still very white. They're not as white as the whites on the S8. I don't have a problem with that. They're white enough for me. And again, yeah, this screen just looks amazing. If this is the biggest drawback to the 10R versus the 10X, I'm totally okay with that. You still get the A12 chip, you still get the amazing camera. It's single lens, but I'm coming from a single lens anyway, so not really a downgrade there. And also, yeah, I just think that the phone looks really clean, really nice looking phone. And I'm happy that I'm back on iOS. I want to give it a try and see what's new, see what I've been missing out on, if anything at all. And I do plan on doing a review of this phone in the upcoming week or so. But yeah, what I'm gonna go ahead and do is just put my SIM card in here and then play around with it for a bit. Maybe even do like a little updated segment on this video and then do a full-on review probably in the next week or so. So I'll see you guys in a sec. I'm gonna put my SIM card in, get it set up, and just report back with my final thoughts. All right, so just a quick heads up before I head off. I have installed the SIM card and I changed the wallpaper. I just think this one looks a little bit more vibrant. And yeah, so far so good. I'm gonna go ahead and play with this thing for the next couple weeks or so, and then hopefully bring you guys a review. I was gonna do a review a week later, but I think I need a little bit more time with it just to give you guys a fully, fully thorough review that isn't based solely on impressions. But as I play around with it right now, like I've already got the gestures down, and I feel like it's just a very intuitive phone. I like the way the gestures work. And I'm excited to use this thing more and just get more familiar with it. And one of the things that I'm also excited about is the integration with my Mac. So I have an iMac and a MacBook Pro as well that I'm sure that this is going to play really nicely with and sort of get back into the Apple ecosystem because it has been a while. I'm really liking this phone so far. I'll be sure to bring you guys a review at some point in the future. And yeah, that has been an unboxing of the white iPhone XR 128GB version. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.